I'm going to continue the drasha that the Bar Mitzvah boy said. The Bar Mitzvah boy spoke about what a great thing it is to be machuyev in mitzvahs, and of course it's a great thing. We make brachas all the time. Asher kedishanu b'mitzvosov v'tzivanu. We thank Hashem for making us machuyev in mitzvahs. We thank Hashem for the kedusha of being commanded in the mitzvahs, and that's all fine and good, but I don't understand something. I have a very big problem, therefore, with the whole way of our mitzvah works. I understand the idea of being mitzvah in mitzvahs, and that's a big simcha. What I don't understand is, because it's such a big simcha to be mitzvah in mitzvahs, why does the father make a bracha on this occasion? Baruch shepatrani. Did you ever hear such a thing? A father, somebody makes a bracha that he's potter from a mitzvah. A whole year, Baruch Hashem kedishanu b'mitzvosov v'tzivanu. Kedishanu b'mitzvosov v'tzivanu. Kedishanu b'mitzvosov v'tzivanu. Today, Shabbos, Baruch shepatrani, Baruch Hashem, I'm potter from the mitzvah. Can anybody understand what kind of bracha this is, where you make a bracha that you're potter? Now, yes, in the poskim it says because it's very hard to do chinuch, and now you are no longer, you're not carrying that burden. But imagine if after Pesach is also hard to be careful for chametz. Imagine if after Pesach somebody would say, Baruch Hashem, Pesach is over, I'm now potter from the mitzvahs. It wouldn't make any sense. So why do we make a bracha Baruch shepatrani? And worse, when do we make this bracha? Just imagine it. The Bar Mitzvah boy is getting his aliyah. It's the greatest moment of his life until then. And he makes the bracha, Baruch Hashem HaMvarach, Asher Bachal Banu, Asher Nasan Lanu, and then suddenly everybody comes over, gives him Mazel Tov, you're chayiv in mitzvahs. Mazel Tov, you're now chayiv in mitzvahs. They're throwing bags at him, Mazel Tov, you're chayiv in mitzvahs. And the father gives a clap, Baruch Hashem, I'm potter from this mitzvah. Does that make any sense? What's wrong with this picture? What's pshat? I'll explain pshat. I'll explain. A lot of times, parents seek guidance, trying to figure out what the secret is, how to get your children to listen to you. Especially now, by no coincidence, a boy who's bar mitzvah also happens to now become a teenager, which makes the question even more pertinent. Now, the answer to this question is in the Torah, like the answer to all questions. This particular question is a pasuk, according to the Seforno. The Torah is talking about Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu led the Jews out of Egypt, and now he's in the Midbar, and the Jews are complaining. They're complaining for really no good reason. They have mun coming down from Shemayim, which tastes like anything they want. They have based mamish everything they want in the world, and they're complaining that they don't have meat. Moshe Rabbeinu turns to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and says, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do wrong? Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to bear this? Ha'anoichi harisi es kol ha'am hazeh? Did I give birth to this nation? Am I their father? Why do I have to go through this? I'm not their father. Says the Seforno, what Moshe Rabbeinu meant was, if I would have been their father, then they would have listened to me. Because the reason why children listen to their parents, even when they disagree with their parents, says the Seforno, because the children know that the parents, when they tell the children something, they mean the advice exclusively, totally and completely for the good of the child. Selfless, not for the good of the parents. Moshe Rabbeinu, they didn't know that about. Of course, he meant only for the good of Klal Yisrael, but Klal Yisrael didn't recognize that because he wasn't their father. So listen to this. You could be Moshe Rabbeinu. You could be the Adon HaNaviyim. You could be Makabel Torah and Har Sinai, split the Yam Suf and lead the Jews out of Egypt. But because you're not the father of Klal Yisrael, the Jews do not understand that he means their own good. But a child knows that a father means his own good, and because of that, that's why the children listen to the father. That's what the Seforno says. I'm not their father, that's why they don't listen to me. It's a davar pasha. Think about it. If somebody wanted to convince you to leave your home in Far Rockaway and go move to, I don't know, Damascus, who would be most qualified to do it? Would it be the smartest person in the world? I don't think so. Would it be the most knowledgeable person in the world? I don't think so. I'll tell you who it would be. It would be the person that knows you better than anybody else in the world and means his advice only for your good. Him you'd listen to more than anybody else in the world. And the secret of children, why children listen to their parents, is because the parents are capable of communicating to the children, I mean it for your good, not for my good. You know, there are parents that speak to the children and they want nachas from the children. You wish the parents nachas from the children. If you're a parent that wants nachas from your children, then you're in trouble. Because that means you mean your advice for your nachas. You should mean the advice for the kids' nachas. Then the kids will listen. Now the truth is, this doesn't apply to all kids. A baby or a 1-year-old obviously doesn't make cheshbonis. Does the father mean my good or not good? Look at Rashi and Gittin on Daf Chav Beis. There, the Gemara distinguishes between a guy that writes a get under the mentorship of a Jew standing next to him and a katan. A katan is kosher because he's only doing it by proxy of the person standing next to him, but not a guy. Rashi there says, because a katan, whatever a katan does, he doesn't do on his own das, he just does as a monkey, as a tool of the person telling him. So a katan